What's up guys, my name is Chaotic and welcome back to another Grand Theft Auto 5 video here on my channel. Now unfortunately in today's video I have some rather depressing and disappointing news to share with you guys, which will affect a large portion of the GTA community. So as you guys can see from the title, modding in GTA 5 is now illegal. Now many of you guys, when thinking of mods, may picture the malicious mods which players use online to affect other players, alter stats, and so on, but that's not what I'm referring to in this video. Now this story broke a few days ago, so some of you guys may have already heard a few things about this already, and yes, I am a little late getting on this one, but for a good reason. I wanted to ensure I had all the facts and all the details to share with you guys rather than just share some of them and then have to make a part 2 or a part 3 to follow up and make sure you guys are up to speed with everything. Because this is truly something which will have a huge impact not just on GTA 5 but all previous and future Rockstar titles. So then, a few days ago, the team behind OpenIV, which is a third-party archive manager and editor, announced that Take-Two Interactive, the company behind the publishing of GTA 5, had filed a cease and desist, which means they must stop the distribution or development of their program and any work surrounding it. Now, for those of you that aren't in the modding scene, this may not seem all that significant to you. But trust me, this is a huge blow, but not to the modders that go online and cause havoc and chaos, but instead to the creative modding community, those people that make some incredible things happen in-game which aren't usually possible, such as map expansions, car inserts, character mods, and stuff like that. Now a few days ago when this announcement took place, Good NTS, one of the lead developers on OpenIV, shared this statement on the GTA forums. He said, "The day when GTA modding was declared illegal. GTA modding had a long and glorious history. Since GTA 3, people have created lots of different mods, from simple texture replacements to impressive full conversions. And modding has always been a grey zone, a battlefield between lawyers and PR. For almost 10 years though, OpenIV development, we have tried to play as nice as possible and even more. Strictly following a civil code of Russia, only clean room reverse engineering, no distribution of original data or code, and absolutely no messing with online." But on June 5th, 2017, OpenIV received an official cease and desist letter. It clearly says that with OpenIV, we allow third parties to defeat security features of its software and modify that software in violation of Take-Two's rights. Yes, this letter is illiterate both technically and grammatically. Really, they don't even bother with proofreading the text. Yes, we can go into court and yet again prove that modding is fair use and our actions are legal. Yes, we could, but we decided not to. Going to court would take at least a few months of our time and a huge amount of effort, and at best, we'll get absolutely nothing. Now last month, on May 19th, they received an email from the legal counsel of Take-Two Interactive, and in this email, they were requested to stop immediately any further work and or distribution of OpenIV and the Liberty City in GTA 5 projects. Now in belief they hadn't violated any laws, they asked them to provide more detailed information about their request. Then on June 5th, after 2 weeks of silence, they received a cease and desist letter from the lawyers' company, the legal representatives of Take-Two in Russia, both in electronic and paper form to their employer's address. This cease and desist accuses them of violating Russian laws. So from this point forward now, what exactly does this mean and how does this affect the modding community? Well, one person on the GTA forums shared this. It's only affecting the Rage-era titles. They've gone nuclear in this document, and basically, no tool can be used to look inside encrypted files and archives, so that's RPF files and so on. No tool can be used to load additional content or modify content in their games. No tools or files are permitted or allowed to extract content from their titles. Any of the above means breaking the games and then using false encryption to trick the game. Content cannot be used or transferred across ship games, including such as map assets, etc. So for example, the Liberty City expansion in GTA 5 was a violation of this. But basically this affects GTA 4, episodes from Liberty City, Max Payne 3, and GTA 5. And of course any future title the Rockstar releases. Now of course, since this announcement and the shutdown of OpenIV, there has been absolute outrage in the modding community and calls for Rockstar and Take-Two Interactive to make a comment on this situation. And they did exactly that, and this is what they said. Take-Two's actions were not specifically targeting single-player mods. Unfortunately, OpenIV enables recent malicious mods that allow harassment of players and interfere with the GTA Online experience for everybody. We are working to figure out how we can continue to support the creative community without negatively impacting our players. So for over 10 years and several games, this has never been an issue. In fact, GTA is well known for its mods and the modding community. There have been some absolutely huge projects in GTA 5 and past games, but all of a sudden, Take-Two have demanded that OpenIV cease along with all the projects their team have been working on. Of course, including the very well-known Liberty City map expansion, which in every way was developed in such a way that it wasn't going to violate any piracy laws. Obviously, I could go into more details on all of this, but the important point being that Take-Two have essentially made modding illegal. And the thing is, if this meant that players couldn't and wouldn't mod in online multiplayer, I would be in full support of this. But by shutting down OpenIV, this doesn't achieve this. In fact, it's completely the opposite, and potentially could make the situation even worse. OpenIV is simply just an editor and archive manager, used to edit and manage game files. That's it. It doesn't offer or support any online modding. In fact, all the modding tools work separately to OpenIV anyway, so Take-Two's response is completely invalid. Now yes, modding in GTA Online is a huge problem. I'm sure you guys have seen some of my past live streams where I've gone into public lobbies in search of modders, and the amount of power these people wield is absolutely crazy, with the ability to rank or derank players, give money, take money away, crash people's games, even put players in bad sport lobbies, and much, much worse. Taking OpenIV away though will not stop this or prevent this in any way, but instead just affects those players that enjoy the free and creative side of modding in story mode. So you may question, what is the real reason that Rockstar and Take-Two Interactive are doing this? And the simple answer is money. GTA 5 is by far the most successful game in the last few years, and it's still massively successful. In the UK, for example, it's topping the charts every week, coming in second and third place as the most sold game each week. They've sold over 75 million copies of the game in total to date, but it's not these numbers which interest the corporations, but it's the amount of money they're generating from the in-game microtransactions, the sale of shark cards. They want players to be online spending money on shark cards, and in the eyes of the corporates, by allowing players to explore the game and play it in different ways which aren't online, are losing the money. Somehow by banning OpenIV, they believe it will increase shark card sales. I'm sure it goes without saying, but this thinking is absolutely retarded. And you would think the sale of the game is enough, and once someone's bought the game, it's theirs to do whatever they want with it within reason. And like I mentioned before, the GTA series is known for its modding community. But no, it appears this situation is being driven by the amount of shark cards they could potentially sell. You would think if they really wanted to stop modders in GTA Online, why not attack the parties releasing the online modding tools as opposed to OpenIV, a tool that supports the creative side. But there we go then guys, that's pretty much it then for this video. I of course want to get your thoughts and feelings on this situation, so guys go ahead and leave a comment. There's also a link in the description to a petition which you guys can sign if you'd like to support OpenIV. I would definitely recommend doing so. Right now there are over 15,000 signatures, and who knows, maybe with enough support something can be done about this. Also be sure to drop a like on this video as well, it helps me out a lot, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, make sure you do, because I upload all the latest and the greatest Grand Theft Auto 5 content. So as always guys, thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.